And if you read the story in the book, which, by the way, this is not about me. It's about you. It's about us. This is 15 years of history. Through a preposterously impossible sequence of events and circumstances, the Lord put me right in the middle of the core of the nuclear reactor. From 9/11 to every one of the major terrorist attacks we've had here, I was involved in the cases. And I kept it all. Not because I thought eventually I might become a whistleblower as my third career. No. It's because law enforcement officers do that. It's called law enforcement. Also known as connecting the dots. Those darn dots. Haney, you need to stop putting those dots in the system, because the very same people that you're putting in the system are the ones that we're inviting into the administration and giving them positions of influence and authority, not only within our counterterrorism policy in the domestic arena, aka the Muslim Brotherhood, CARE, and Islamic Society of North America at all, but also in the foreign policy arena with things like the Arab Spring, for example. We overtly supported the Muslim Brotherhood in the Middle East. And they destabilized Libya and Egypt and then Syria. And they're working at it right now in Yemen. I used to work in Yemen. So this is all very real to me, friends. None of it is theoretical. Remember the Don Henley song, All She Wants to Do Is Dance? And the wild-eyed pistol wavers that aren't afraid to die? I saw them. Wild-eyed pistol wavers that weren't afraid to die. So it never was theoretical for me. There are 3 arenas that all of us with a flashpoint. Each one of us here will find ourselves best suited for either the social arena. The flashpoint for that is immigration reform. In the political arena, the flashpoint for that is our sovereign alliances with other countries. And the third one is the law enforcement arena. That's the flashpoint for that will be the Muslim Brotherhood designation. Remarkably, I started talking about this before President Trump was elected. He's already addressed the first 2, hasn't he? And would you agree that they are flashpoints? That we've had outbreaks of all kinds of chaos across the country in the judiciary and in the social arena because we're trying to bring our immigration policies back into synchronization with the law to protect our own national security. And that in the political arena, the biggest indicator of that is the declaration of Jerusalem as a capital of Israel. Isn't that sovereignty? Don't we have the right to be invited by our host country to put the embassy wherever they ask us to? But the world says no, we don't. There's a perfect illustration of the assault on our sovereignty and on the sovereignty of Israel. And the third one is in play. Hasn't come to the forefront yet. But believe me, if we go to the point of designating the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization, President Trump will send a shockwave around the entire Islamic world without firing a single shot or dropping a single bomb. That's what I call peace with strength. Why don't we try that first before we start conducting tactical operations in foreign arenas? Because if we don't have the wherewithal to recognize the nature of the threat right in front of us, building a wall won't really help us much. So let's start here and work our way out rather than conducting operations over there while we ignore the threat that's right in front of us here. Would you agree with that?